Good afternoon. Been a long, hard day. And so I'm just now getting to my message of the day. But we're going to be reading out of Genesis, the 6th chapter. And we're going to start with verse 5. Genesis 6, verse 5. The Lord saw how great man's wickedness on the earth had become, and that every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil all the time. The Lord was grieved that he had made man on the earth, and his heart was filled with pain. So the Lord said, I will wipe mankind whom I have created from the face of the earth, men and animals and creatures that move along the ground and birds of the air, for I am grieved that I have made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. In the old King James it says, but Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. What a passage. May God bless this reading and this hearing of his word this afternoon. The Lord always knows. The Lord looked down and he noticed how great man's wickedness on the earth had become. Man was wicked. Men without God are always wicked. Men and women without God are always wicked. And it even goes on to say that every inclination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil all the time. In other words, God allowed mankind enough rope to hang themselves. He allowed them enough rope to become as wicked as they wanted to be. And it says, and their thoughts, the thoughts and inclination of their hearts were evil all the time. And so God, it said it grieved God. It said it pained God's heart to see all this that was going on. And so he decided to do something. He went to very, very drastic measures. He said, I'm just going to wipe them out. Men and animal alike, I'm going to wipe them all out from the face of the earth. My first thoughts were things were worse then than they are now. We always seem to think the longer we go, the worse we get, but we were pretty wicked right then. The inclination of their hearts was evil all the time. Evil all the time. That means they didn't love their brother or their sister or their neighbors. That means they didn't help those that they could have helped. That meant they did everything just for themselves all the time. And what they thought would benefit them. And that's what they went after. And it didn't matter if they had to cheat somebody or hurt somebody or kill somebody. Because the inclination and thoughts of their heart was evil all the time. And so God decides the best thing to do is just to wipe everybody out. Just to wipe mankind, and animals from the face of the earth. Wow. You know it had to be bad for God to even think that. But at the last verse, we find God's grace. We find the favor of the Lord in the person of Noah. Noah found grace. Noah hadn't done everything right, but he found grace in the eyes of the Lord. And the Lord, knowing that his heart was different from all those other people's hearts whose thoughts were evil, and undoubtedly Noah's heart was not evil all the time. And so Noah decides to extend the human race. So God decides to extend the human race through Noah. He found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Man, just how marvelous that is. And so no matter how bad we think it is now, people can find favor with God. Remember, Jesus said, that's why I came. This is the favorable day of the Lord, the favorable year of the Lord, to set people free. And he's still in the business of salvation. He's still in the business of changing people's lives and setting them free from their wickedness and their evilness. So those of you who believe that someone has gone too far, now just settle in and start praying for them. Start praying for them. And don't just pray for them, share Jesus with them. That's our purpose. So that they might find favor in the eyes of the Lord. Amen.